at that. So here we go. Wolfanoz 3 terabyte build. Everything from Gamecube, 400 PlayStation 2 games, over 500 PlayStation 1 games. You got Sega Saturn. You've got all the originals, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, all that good stuff. PSPs, you got over 100 games there. This is 2,300 games that barely fit on a 3 terabyte hard drive. So get your download managers ready because this one is impressive. So a couple things to get this thing set up is you do need a license. I would highly recommend it. You can go ahead and buy that on the Launchbox website. This will allow you to use Big Box and some other features. It's amazing. I highly recommend buying it just for future builds. Here's my license. I went ahead and dropped it in here. The other two things you need to do is install these 2 fonts. It's just going to make the theme look a lot better. It's that easy. Just hit install and then this one as well, install. And we're all done there. And then I have this on an external hard drive. It is very big, 2.68 terabytes. And then here we are in Launchbox. And you have 2 options here. You can launch Launchbox or you can launch Big Box. Big Box is like a track mode, very, very beautiful, big photos. Launchbox is more of the it's not as big boxy, it's not as a track modey. It is more, you'll see in a second, it has a lot more options, menus, but the nice thing about that is you can do a lot more editing and it's actually easier to see all the different things going on here. Alright, so here we are in Launchbox. You see in the upper right corner here, it does say licensed to DrewTalks because I have a premium license for my Launchbox. You have a little jukebox here on the bottom right. You have platform categories over here saying welcome to Launchbox. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And right now it's defaulting to open bore, but if I click on all, this is going to take forever to load because that is a ton of games. All right. So let's just go to arcade, for example, and then you can go to all games, or he has it set up in different genres. So, for example, if I wanted a fighting game, there's a few in there. If I wanted a 2.5D fighter, a 2D fighter, and this is taking a while to load because there's just so many things on here to get this artwork to load. Okay. I can easily get the new version of Launchbox as well. So, wow. And then we have Daphne. Wow. Computers. These are where you might want a keyboard and a mouse. For example, MS-DOS. These are going to be best played on a keyboard and a mouse. But look at this MS-DOS collection. 3,200 games. You can zoom in or out here. So zoom in, depending on how big you want it. I'm the farthest zoomed out. But as you see, it just takes a long time to load all these games, depending on how zoomed in you are. See, like 4 per. It's probably a better viewing experience. I mean, as you see, the computer's keeping up a little bit better. All right, so we have arcade, we have computer. As far as the arcade set, with Wolfanoz usually has a really good arcade set. There you go, almost 3,000 arcade games. Look at all that artwork too, beautiful. And then Daphne, 17 games. 20 of these, and then there's 55 Segas. Computers, ton of stuff. 753, Brutal Doom, you got 1. Commodore 64, you got 300. Amiga, 2200. Duke Nukem 3D, 1. MSX, you got 569, MSX2 177, MS-DOS 3250, Scum VM 134, one Ultimate Doom. Consoles. So here we go. Total console games, this is going to be crazy. 9,000. And I'm just going to skip to the good one right here. PlayStation 2, 400 PS2 games. Can you believe it? Yeah. Area 51, we're going to have to play that later. 3DO, 228, 2600, 726, 50, 72, 5200, 59, 7800, Jaguar 56, Astrocade 48, Coleco Vision 118, Amiga CD 32, 92, Vectrix 23, Odyssey 2 131, Intellivision 168, PC Engine 149, SuperGrafx 5, PC Engine CD 70, TurboGrafx 16 101, TurboGrafx CD 51, Nintendo 64 307. These are going to run really good on a computer, by the way. Nintendo 64 DD, 13 of these expansions. Pretty cool. NES 859, Famicom 387, Super Famicom, or no, Family Computer Disk 104, GameCube 124. So this is cool. The only thing I want to add is Mario Party. I know. I'm a Mario Party fan. I just think it's such a great group game to play with other people. Satellaview 39, Virtual Boy 24, 32X 33, Sega CD 171, Dreamcast 249 of these bad games. And because we're on a computer, we'll be able to play all this stuff with no issues with lag. Genesis 702, Sega Mark III 14, Sega Master System 372, Sega Mega Drive Japanese 430, Sega Saturn 291. There we go, we got Area 51. We're going to play that one there too. SG 1068, Neo Geo, we got 138, Neo Geo CD 110, PlayStation 573. PS2 400, Super Famicom 569, Super NES 877. Now we got handhelds, ladies and gentlemen. We still have handhelds. Atari Lynx 82, 3DS 121, DS 121, Game & Watch 59, Game Boy 564, Game Boy Advance 1066, Game Boy Color 535, Game Gear 332, Neo Geo Pocket 9, Neo Geo Pocket Color 81, PSP 177. These are big games too. A lot of these games are big. PSP Minis 294, Wonder Swan 110, Wonder Swan Color 94, and then Open Bore 94 games. Additionally, some other little things you might not know is if you go to arcade, and then you go, for example, to let's search over here. Teenage Mutant. So we're an arcade platform. And then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you right click, and we should get some options here. Look at all the different versions they have installed. You have the 4-player version, the 2-player version in Japan, in Asia, in UK, and you have US. So whether you want to play the 2-player version or the 4-player version, which it depends on which one of them allows you to like keep the same character, one allows you to switch them out. So look how cool that is. You just right click and you have all these different versions here. So kind of cool there. As I mentioned, huge PlayStation 2. I'm using the Xbox 360 controller. I highly recommend it. If you're not using the Xbox 360 controller, you can easily go into tools and change like the emulator, manage your emulators, and change the controls for each individual system if you want to use a different controller or change your keys. So as you see, this version of Launchbox is very, very comprehensive. You can do a lot of things here. What I want to do now is switch to Big Box. So let's go ahead and close this, and we're going to open up Big Box. Here we go, people. Look at this. Look at all this. You gotta be kidding me. It never ends. Wow. Can you believe that? So here is a big box. You got like 3DO, Amstrad, your arcade set, your Ataris, Atari Jaguar, Lynx. As you can see, it's in alphabetical order here, or somewhat. I guess Amiga's under Amiga CD, Daphne, Duke Nukem. I guess it's consoles, and then I mean it's a mix here. So I wanted to play Area 51 for Sega Saturn. All right, let's do this. Why is this guy firing at me? Alright, let's exit out of there. Alright, so that was Sega Saturn version. Let's play the PS2 version. Look at those visuals. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
Preliminary chemical
Oh, I need you to stick close to me. They do things a little differently. This is Area 51 after all. Follow me, Specialist.
Wow, this looks pretty darn
Ready
good.
for this? Good. Let's load out the rest of your equipment. I know you don't carry a gun in the lab, Cole, but they're standard issue at Area 51. Get one from the weapon locker, soldier.
The controls are a little weird, but
Ready. Go.
Marks.
whoop, I'm seeing the fast forward button. I was like, oh, I kind of like it in fast forward. Get done with the race faster. Playing in 10 times speed here. Whoa. Second place, baby. And a lap. Oh, he's gonna get me. Did I get first?
Gold medal awarded.
Whoa! The computer like gave it to me at the end there. Alright, let's get out of here. So when you hit the triggers on that system, it'll take you to the menus. That's what it kept doing it. What did they do to Frogger?
Please select your character. Heaven or hell, you are hit rock.
Get wrecked, kid. Alright, that game's running good. He's going for the lap record. 110, huh? I gotta get 110, huh? Ooh, big turn coming up. Way off. 10 seconds off. Alright, well, it's running really good. Start select out of there. We got more Dreamcast. Let's, you know, all this other stuff plays really well. Gamecube. Let's do a little bit of this. Got some good Zeldas here. Let's try Wario World. He's a little chubby dude. Comes you jump off. That's a kind of a shortcut, right? Oops. Alright, so we get this. So if you do hit select and start, it should ask you to end emulation, say yes, and it brings you back into Launchbox. So you might have to set up your Dolphin Gamecube controls. And then I just want to play an arcade game really quick. We've shown you emulation way harder than any other, you know, than Nintendo 64, Super NES, all that other stuff runs just fine. Okay, yeah, if you hit the D-pad and then you can go and search by name. I want to see which Mortal Kombat they have on here. Or why don't we play Killer Instinct? We should have Killer Instinct, right? Get that. Huh? What now? Get wrecked, Orchid. Ooh! Triple, huh? Okay. I got this. I got this. She's in the red. She's in the red. Easy peasy. D. Who's next? Just a quick little jab there. Come on. He's just about to be dead. Watch this. Alright. I think that's enough brutalities. And then I also had Killer Instinct 2. And then which one is this one? Killer Instinct. Couple different versions, it looks like. Killer Instinct 2, baby. King of Fighters. A lot of really good games. So there you have it. Wolfanoz 3 terabyte build. He spent over a year building this for himself, and he's sharing it out there. I have nothing but utmost props for this build. It's huge, don't get me wrong, and it's amazing, to say the least. The direction, the themes, the artwork, the selection of games, it's fantastic. This thing would last me years and years and years, and I'd still never play every single game. But it has everything. Arcade, consoles, portables, 2-player, 1-player, 4-player, and it's Launchbox, so it's got, you know, almost infinite customizability, you know, from the fonts, the themes, the bezels, the graphics, the emulators, the cores, the ROMs you want to use. Like, it is so flexible, but it's also ready for you out of the box as well. So for all those reasons, A+, love this, love it, love it, love it. I've always liked Launchbox, and it's no joke. It could take you a year to start from scratch and build your perfect Launchbox, and here he is sharing it to you all. So again, really cool on them. Let me know if you guys got any questions, but that's what I think. Let me know what you all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.